Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Haley. A big video for me today. I'm going to be giving you my full review and thoughts on the new re-released NYX Vivid Matte Liquid Liner. If you follow me on Instagram, you have heard me talk about this a lot for a long time. For many years, I'd say about 3 years maybe, from 2017 to 2020, my favorite liquid liner was this matte liquid liner from NYX. And somewhere along the way in 2020, I think it was 2020, they discontinued it. All of a sudden, I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I was looking online and different blogs and stuff were saying that it was discontinued. People were devastated. And I just kind of gave up and I went on a search to find a replacement, which I never really found. I have a video coming later on in the week that will talk about all the liners that I tried while I was looking for a replacement, but that's a video for another day. And then a couple of weeks ago, I saw on NYX's Instagram page that they were re-releasing this. And I have it here. Here it is. It's the Vivid Matte Liquid Liner. And of course, I'm going to read to you the claims. Graphic artistry is made easy with NYX Professional Makeup Vivid Matte Liquid Liner. This long-wearing liquid liner delivers high-impact matte color in a single tug-proof swipe, allowing you to experiment freely with graphic lines and wings. Plus, the liner's ultra-fine precision tip gives you total control over the liner thickness and definition with each application. Whether you're an eyeliner newbie or an expert, this fan favorite matte eyeliner is a must-have in your makeup arsenal. Okay, benefits. Long-wearing formula is fade, flake, and smudge resistant, delivers bold pigmented color in a single swipe, available in 2 shades, matte white and matte black. I haven't seen the matte white yet. I wonder if they just haven't released it. Can be used to create subtle accents or graphic lines. Thin brush tip allows for precise application. Easy glide liner won't pull or tug at your skin. I was kind of looking up what the difference is, and I think it said that this was vegan now. So that was one change that they made. And then I don't know what other changes that they made to this. It's kind of hard to find, but this is supposed to be the kind of reformulated re-release of this original NYX matte liquid liner. Right now, this is only available on NYX's website, which is very frustrating to me. It is, I think it's $9, and I paid $8 for shipping to Hawaii, and it took a week and a half to get here. Not that crazy for Hawaii. I mean, that shipping is about normal. The time it takes is about normal. But then what's the point of me buying it when I could buy something less expensive that's more easily accessible, unless you really, really love it? And we're going to get into how I feel about it. So here's the packaging. Now, originally I thought about doing just a first impressions for you guys, and I'm so glad I didn't do that because I've now worn this 4 times, including today. So I used this liner today to do it, and I think it looks really nice. But it has performed differently from the first time I tried it to today. Okay, so I have some thoughts. So here it is, and let's compare it to the original packaging. It's definitely much thicker. This is the new one. The wording obviously is much bigger. And oh, interesting. So this one, the old formula said it could last for 12 months, and this one says only 6 months. So I wonder what the difference is in the formula, that it expires a lot quicker. Let me show you the difference in the formula. Yes, I kept this because I'm weirdly sentimental about makeup. Here's the brush tip. And then I wanted to show you guys. It's like really old, but very matte. There's not a whole lot left in it because I really used it as long as I could. And then let me show you the new one. So a longer brush tip, that's for sure. So obviously this one is really new. So it looks a lot more vivid and matte. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to share my thoughts with you on this because like I said, I've worn it several times. So the first time that I wore it, I was so excited. I was like, I think this is actually more matte and more black than the original, and I will stand by that. I do think that. You can create really nice thick lines if you want, really pretty. I always have preferred brush tip. The formula, like it used to be, is a little bit sticky. It's supposed to be very, very matte. It kind of has to dry down. I disagree with, if you are new at liquid liner, that this is the liner for you, because I think it's a little bit tricky and takes a little bit of finagling. I think if you're brand new at doing liner, you might want to stick with felt tip. I've always preferred brush tip, but I have heard that felt tip can be a little bit easier if you're newer at doing liner. So that's just one thing. Or I would stick with the NYX Epic Ink liner, which is also a brush tip, but it's just not as fine, is a little bit just easier to maneuver. So if you're more experienced with liquid liner, I think you'll love this. If you're newer at liner, I think maybe trying something else and working your way up to this might be better. The first day that I wore this, I wore it really thick wings, thicker than I'm even wearing now because I really wanted to test this out. Underneath, I had a lot of metallic and I put a glitter over it. The same glitter actually that I'm wearing today. I was so upset because by midday, it was like cracking. So I don't know what they're talking about with flaking, but it was cracking and flaking off. And I've never experienced that before ever with liner. I haven't experienced that with the original. I haven't experienced that with other liners. Normally my issue with liners is that my eyes are hooded, and when I wear shimmer, the liner will actually just start to like fade off, if not completely rub off, depending on the formula that I'm using. I was really upset because I'd never experienced that before, and especially with that old formula. And I have some idea of why that was happening because I didn't just stop there. I mean, I paid a lot of money to get this product and I used to really love the original, so I really wanted to give it a good chance. I think there were a couple of things happening with that. One of them being I had a lot of product on underneath. My eyelids were already kind of dry, so I did want to take that into account because I'd been dealing with some like dermatitis on my eyes, so my eyes were a little bit dry. I had a lot of metallic on and I had glitter on also. I have no metallic on today. It's just a matte formula and this glitter topper. I think that you need to make sure that your base for this liner is really hydrated. For one thing, make sure you use like an eye cream or an eye primer. And then I think that if you're going to have a lot of product on your eyes, it's not a good idea to really build this up. So because I wasn't used to using the formula, I had to use a lot of the products layered over each other, just like kept going and going and going. It probably took me like 20 minutes to do my eyeliner that day, just because I wasn't used to using that brush tip and that formula. And I think I just had so much product on as the eyeliner. Underneath the eyeliner, I had glitter on and the eyeliner was over the glitter, that I think this formula cannot handle something like that. A situation like that where you have that much product on, you don't have a very well-prepared base, that kind of thing. So that was the first day. I was really disappointed. However, the next day was Thanksgiving and I did almost the same thing. I had a lot of metallic on, I had glitter on, but I did use less product for this and I had lashes on. Lashes tend to protect liner, I've found, especially if you have hooded eyes. It just kind of acts as like a barrier. So it actually lasted really well for the entire day with the lashes, the liner, all of that underneath. I wore it the entire day for Thanksgiving, and by the end of the day, it was still there. The only thing happening was my lashes were popping off, which is also normal. And then I wore it again yesterday, and I wore just a matte shadow look and then a really thin wing. It was nowhere near a wing like I'm wearing today. Lasted the entire day, didn't have any problems, and now I'm wearing it now. I haven't been wearing it that long, maybe 1 hour, and I have the glitter on. So far, so good. I don't know what was happening that first day. I think it was just honestly too much product layered over too much eyeshadow and glitter. So just know if you want to do a really thick look, you may want to be really careful about how much product you use over it. Or I would suggest using a different liner that is tried and true for you and using this as like a topper. I think I have found the right way to use this product. I think with everyday use, you're good. I think full glam, you just need to be careful with how much product you're using. All in all, I would say that I'm actually really happy with this product. I think for everyday use, which is mostly what I'll be using it for, it's going to work out really great. I think having to order it online is going to be kind of a beast for me. I really hope, and I'm sure they will, release it to like just regular drugstores so that this is more accessible. I do think that this is more matte and more black than the original. I may have just been more used to using this at the time, and so I never had a problem with glitter and stuff like that. This one, I think, going 2 years without using a certain product and using a different product in its place, I just was out of practice and I layered on too much product, because I haven't had that problem since. I would say test it out for yourself. I will also say though that my main concern has always been fading, right? With any eye look that I've done, including that one on the first day, fading was not a problem one bit. It was not faded. It was just that first day that it had like cracked and was flaking off. But the actual pigment was there, and the shadow was not taking away from the power of the matte black of the eyeliner. So in that way, it's great. If that's your issue, I think this is going to work out really, really well for you. All in all, I mean, I'm happy. I just really want it to be released in regular drugstores, and I do need to practice more with it. If you were curious about what I've been using in the meantime, I'm going to talk about that in this other video I'm going to film about eyeliners, but basically I would use the NYX Epic Ink. I think NYX just knocks it out of the park with eyeliner for, you know, just all in all. The problem with that product though is that it's not very matte, and I think matte eyeliner looks the best on me, and I would have the problem with that fading. So basically I would then go in with the Milani Stay Put eyeliner. So here's the Epic Ink. Just notice it's not as black and definitely not as matte. So I would put that on first just to get the wing and the base down. But then I hate this applicator on the Milani Stay Put, but it is very matte. So basically I would layer it over to kind of lock the product in. It worked for the most part. I still had some fading. It was nowhere near as good as this is or the original one for the matte liquid liner from NYX, but it definitely worked. I would say it was definitely the best solution I could find at the time, but I'm definitely going to replace it now with going back to this NYX Vivid Matte Liquid Liner. Hey guys, I'm about to go into work. I know this is more vloggy style, but I had already filmed this video and I actually had a bit of an update for you guys before we end the video. Something in this formula causes a lot of irritation for me, and it took a while, because this happens to me sometimes with different eyeshadows or whatever, where my eyelids get really, really itchy and then they get really red and blotchy. And I wasn't sure that it was the eyeliner, and then I used different shadows and even different primers, and the only thing that stayed the same was the eyeliner. So I like literally had to take like allergy medicine to get it to go down, put like cortisone cream on my eyelids to get it to go down. So if you have really sensitive skin, I would not recommend this eyeliner, which kind of sucks because I actually really, really liked it. Except for the very first day, never dealt with the flaking again. So it's just kind of a bummer for me. So today I used the NYX Epic Ink Liner, and that one just works way, way, way better for me. It doesn't last quite as long. I have to put like a topper on it, but you know, to not have to deal with irritation, I'll take it. All right, back to past Haley. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, I hope you'll subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I hope you'll hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys. Bye.